Hi, everyone. I know so many people are dealing with different issues having to do with stress and anxiety, worry, inability to sleep. So I'm going to give you, you know what, we all know the basics. I'm not going to tell you everything you already know about stress management. I'm just going to focus on oils, and one little aside, connected aside, is nature, because I personally find my calm in nature, and that's what these essential oils are all about. They're from the plants. They're the plant's lifeblood. So without all the things you already know, I just want to say, get outside in fresh air if you can, ground with bare feet on the earth, look at the trees, smell the flowers, walk along the ocean, connect to nature as best you can. Now, when you're not outdoors, or if you are, then you bring nature to you through using essential oils. So here are some examples. Let me give you one of the basics. This is lavender, and lavender is a very calming, soothing scent. If you have a premium starter kit, that you're going to have this, and I want to show you how you can make this into a roller. It comes with a orifice reducer, so you can just drop this, and a drop will come out there, a drop of goodness, and you can put this on your neck. I even have some people just put it right on their face. You can breathe it in, but some people like to have a roller top. So Young Living sells a set of rollers, and it comes with a black cap and a roller top. And let me show you how to do it. So, and you can do this with any oil, not just lavender, and that takes the top off. All the ideas, like I might say do this with lavender, but that doesn't mean you can't put a roller top on another oil. So we'll go on like that. Put the roller top on and just close the black cap, and that will tighten it. And now, instead of having to put it in your hands, which is perfectly fine, if you want something convenient, maybe you want to roll it on your spine or the bottom of your feet or the very back of your neck or your temples, you have a roller top. So that works for any oils, and I just wanted to let you know that, and let you know that lavender is a really nice overall calming, soothing oil. Now, another one related that smells like lavender is the Seedlings Calm. Seedlings is a branch of Young Living that's specifically made for babies and young children, but anybody can use this, and it is also a great oil to fall asleep with. Now, before I go into more specifics for adults, I just want to bring out the Owl diffuser. This is such a popular diffuser, and it's not just for children. But why it's great is not only can you diffuse oils when you sleep, but it has a sound machine. And let's see if you can hear it. This is my favorite. Can you hear that, guys? That beautiful music. You can make it louder or louder or lower, but it plays a beautiful lullaby, and I don't care how old you are, that is just beautiful to fall asleep to. It also has, we can change, it has the rain, it has a, oh, I shut it off. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to shut this off for the moment. Oh, that was the birds chirping. I have a video on YouTube. If you go to Home Health and Spirit on YouTube, there is a comprehensive video all about the Owl diffuser. You can hear all the sounds it makes, but it just really pairs up very well with the Seedlings Calm. So let's talk about sleep for a moment, and then we'll go into anger and worry and fear and all that. For sleep, besides lavender, Palo Santo is very nice. Copaiba. You can write these down. Don't use all of them. Just try one, try two. You don't want to overload your brain with all these oils. But the root of Valor roll-on, cedarwood, vetiver, those are all really nice oils to sleep. So let me give you an idea how to use vetiver. Vetiver comes from a grass, and it's this diffuser's still on, so I want to lower it. Okay, so it's a very soothing, it comes from a plant close to the earth. So again, it has that energy. These are not these are not things you buy off the shelf in the store. These are so pure and distilled with such perfection that it's just pure plant energy. So one idea for vetiver is to roll it on the bottom of your feet. But if you want to just smell it close to you, just grab a tissue, put a couple of drops. This is very thick, so I don't know if it's going to come out. Sometimes with thick oils, you don't want to heat oils. You don't want to put oils on one of those candle burners because that's going to destroy the properties, the really good properties of these oils. I don't know if a drop will come out right now on camera. I probably should have warmed it up first. But if you put yeah, I don't know if it's going to come out, but if you put a few drops, I'll hold it for a second while I speak. If you put a few drops of vetiver on a tissue and put it in your pillowcase, inside your pillowcase, you'll be breathing this in as you're sleeping, and that's going to help keep you calm. Vetiver is just really, really nice. There's another oil that helps you sleep. It's called valerian. It has a very strong, somewhat unpleasant smell to people. So valerian works, root of valor works. They're strong. This is sweet and very earthy. I carry this in my purse all the time. I pull this out. This doesn't have to be just for sleep. Like, for example, I told you could put a roller top on lavender, but you could also put, if you like lavender, put lavender in a tissue or a cotton puff and put it in your pillowcase. Or I'm going to talk about sprays. Make a linen spray with lavender and spray your sheets and bedding and that type of thing. So, you can do all that. But again, vetiver, really, really calming and will help you sleep or will help just settle you, especially when your thoughts are all here. It'll calm you down. Now there is the citrus. I'm going to just give one example of citrus. This is very uplifting. So if you find yourself in a down type of mood, citrus has the energy of sunshine. You can diffuse it. You see I have a diffuser in the background. I showed you the owl diffuser. You can just breathe it from the bottle. You can put it in a diffuser. You can make a spray of it. Sometimes if I want to pick up my spirits and I'm in the kitchen and I'm just straightening up, I'll sprinkle a little baking soda in my sink and then sprinkle some orange or lemon or other citrus and just scour the sink. But while I'm doing it, I'm smelling this beautiful oil. I'm telling you, this is such a tool in your toolbox. This is such a natural way to help you just get out of that funk that you're in. I wish you could smell it, but orange is and citrus fresh and lemon, tangerine, grapefruit. I don't know if I grabbed grapefruit. Well, it wouldn't matter because you couldn't smell it anyway. But grapefruit, bergamot, those citrus, lime, they're all, really good to try. Okay, so copaiba is also a very nice calming oil, and you can do all the same things with it. And another idea that you can do with either stress away or peace and calming is to make an Epsom salt bath. Epsom salts have magnesium in them, and to take a bath with Epsom salts is very, very calming. So what you can do is put a few drops of the oil into the salt and then swirl it in your tub. Usually we don't sprinkle oils on the top of a bath because if for some reason you splashed, especially if a child was to splash and that oil is floating on the surface, it could technically get into somebody's eye. So you always want to mix the oil into the Epsom salt. And if you prefer pink Himalayan sea salt or dead sea salt, you can use whatever salt you want. You can use whatever oil you want. You can use the lavender. You can use the vetiver. Just be creative, but just surround yourself, because remember, the molecules in these oils are going to the emotional part of your brain. So that might be helpful. And before I pull out some more oils, I just want to give a shout out. I got this book on Amazon. It's called The Aromatic Breath, and there's so many ideas for using oils and emotions. It has prayers in it. It has affirmations in it. It has breathing techniques in it. So if you're really into this and you really want to learn a lot of different ways to soothe yourself with oils, I would recommend that. Okay, there's really so much more. So let me bring over some of the floral oils. This is personal preference, but joy is a beautiful oil, and some people like to just put a drop and put it right on their heart center, or you can just breathe it in, Some people use it as perfume, but again, it is very, very uplifting. Other florals, ylang ylang, really, I don't know, this, I'm not saying it wakes you up, but it's strong and it's like, oh, this smells good. This, before I show, geranium is another possibility if you like the florals. And then this one isn't exactly a floral, but I happen to love it. It's called Abundance, and it's an oil that grew on me, especially if you have financial worries. And I know I'm not saying buy abundance and you're going to get a check for $1 million in the mail. That's not how it works. But this is a blend that has oils in it that were, I think there's ginger in it, there's orange, there's oils that were associated with abundance in the past, and it really is uplifting. Some people actually like to sprinkle it like by their doorway or put it on their mailbox. I keep it next to my computer in my office area because I'm doing business, and it's by my desk, and that brings up another point. I just pick it up, and whether it makes me feel rich or not, it definitely lifts my spirit. So that might be of interest to you. You can look all these oils up in the Young Living product catalog, which is both online and you usually get it when you first order from Young Living. I do want to say that the descriptions on the Young Living website and in the catalog are very general because Young Living has to be compliant and they can't make any claims. Somebody once showed me a catalog from years ago, and when I get to all these blends, they talked about all these wonderful things that these oils do. So you can Google them, you can do your research, but on the official Young Living things, it's just going to be a really basic. So I told you on my desk where I work, I keep Abundance because I like it. I also keep a Thieves spray. Now this has other uses, but I just love it. And when I'm working, if I'm tired, if I'm bored, if I'm discouraged, if I'm just like, I don't want to work anymore, I literally do that. And I just spray it. It has a wonderful spray. This is my homemade version, which anybody who wants, I will give you my recipe for that. And if you see, I have spray bottles. You can buy basic spray bottles from a supplier on Amazon. I got some really beautiful ones on Etsy. This is one that says Sweet Dreams, and you could put a mixture in here that you like before you go to bed. So definitely rely on sprays. I was also going to say that our brain associates good times with certain smells. And I know when I'm filming this right now, it's June, but that's no reason you can't pull out the Christmas spirit. Because you know what? Everybody loves the smells of Christmas. And I keep this out year round. I go full force using it in the fall. Once it starts getting a little chill in the air, it's like, I'm going to diffuse my Christmas spirit. But I also made a spray with it. So that's another example of the spray. And the spray is out. And the same thing. I just walk by sometimes and I just sprayed my face. But I'll just, spray and take a whiff and let it go into my brain and cut that, cut the negativity and go with it that way. Okay, I'm going to show you some alternate nostril breathing, but I want to show you some emotional blends first. So these are amazing. For those people who are angry, you store anger in your liver and release oil. I am not the expert on this. Oh, I just dropped that. Okay, but I'm not the expert. But I will tell you that the blends, the Young Living blends, are not a bunch of oils thrown together and stirred together. They were done with great intention by the founder of Young Living, Gary Young. Great intention, great energy, great science, done to the highest, so that they work. So release is great to put under your liver. Your liver is on the right side of your body, and you just go under your shirt and just put it over where your liver is, and that will help you feel that you're releasing some of your anger. Now, sometimes you need other things besides oils. Oils are going to support you, but maybe you really need to talk to somebody personally or professionally about anger. And you deal with that, aside. There's always lots of techniques, but this is a real nice thing to have to help release anger. And again, you can do more research on that. One of my favorite blends is Higher Unity. And I thought, wow, especially at a time like this when there's so much discord going around, Higher Unity. Wow, this just smells. I can't get enough of this one. And today I was putting it on my hand a lot. I just wanted it all over me. And by the way, you can put essential oils in your hair. They kind of act like a diffuser, but if you just want to smell it close by you, it's only a plant product. It's not going to do any harm. Like, don't hesitate. My goodness, the stuff you buy in the store for your hair, the chemicals on that, and you're putting it on your hair, this is just pure plant stuff. But Higher Unity, it just really feels good. Okay, so there's that. There is Highest Potential, which is really nice. It makes you feel like you're doing the best of you that you can. These are just some of my favorites. Transformation. And again, put these on your body and keep them out. If you have them locked up on the shelf of your closet, or they're in a closed cabinet and you don't see them, you're not going to think to use them. Now, you don't want them out in the direct sunlight. You want them at room temperature, not in the heat, not in direct sunlight. But I have them in a drawer in my room that I open first thing every morning. They're in the medicine chest in my cabinet, in the bathroom. They're in my kitchen cabinet. They're in my work area. I have them all around so that I remember to use them and I think of them. Okay, this is Magnify Your Purpose. So right now, if you're in transition work-wise, if you've lost a job, if you're looking for a new career and you're wondering, what's my purpose, I think that this is an amazing, amazing blend. White Angelica I have used for years. I use this to clear off negative energy. Sometimes you feel down and you feel stressed and it's not you. You can be listening to the news too much, and if you could stay away from the news as much as possible, that's going to really help you. But if you listen and then all of a sudden you feel sad, or a friend or family member calls you and they're talking and talking negativity, worry, fear, and you feel you're picking it up from them, were you ever in a good mood and then you have an interaction with somebody which seems so innocent, and then you walk away and all of a sudden you're like, you don't know. So White Angelica, you can put a drop on the crown of your head. This is a very protective and clearing oil, and it's spiritual, and you just wipe off all the negative and all the way down your body. Just wipe it off and put this beautiful protective shield of White Angelica around you. I can't go anywhere without having this with me. So again, if you're affected by other people, that might be of help. Now, Palo Santo, I also like. Palo Santo is a wood. And just like people sage their house, people burn Palo Santo wood to cleanse the air and the energy in their house. You could also diffuse it. Any of these oils, I've been putting them on my body and my hair, but there's no reason you can't diffuse any of these. And I also just want to quick say, I can't see comments, but as soon as I'm going to talk about 2 or 3 more things, and then I'm going to look at the comments in case anybody has any questions. So Palo Santo is very grounding. Again, it comes from the wood. It comes from a tree. The tree's roots are into the ground. I could have sat here with 100 oils to show you, but Northern Lights Black Spruce is another tree oil that I absolutely love. And Evergreen Essence and Balsam Fir. Oh my goodness, they're just great. But what you can do, Palo Santo or any of these oils, get the Young Living V6 oil or fractionated coconut oil, and you can put a little Palo Santo in your hand, and you can put some carrier oil, and then you can massage your shoulders. Maybe somebody can give you a foot massage, or you can give yourself a massage, or you can just rub it on your skin. But it helps you stay centered. It helps you stay in the moment. If you're going to do any creative activities now that people are home, if they're a little more creative, whether you're writing, doing artwork, sewing like me, or you're creating by writing, or you're cooking, or whatever it could be, if you just want to focus on your project, Palo Santo is great for that, as is clarity oil. So I'm going to end up with the oils with Two of my favorites, frankincense and Valor. Frankincense is a holy oil. It's a biblical oil. It comes from the boswellia tree. I breathe this in every single day. It goes on my face first thing in the morning. People love it to diffuse it during prayer, meditation, when they practice yoga. And a lot of these oils are used during a yoga practice. Just breathing it in, putting it on your body, diffusing it. You can even buy a resin burner and the resin from the boswellia tree, and you could actually just burn it. It smells like church. But frankincense, again, it's biblical, it's holy, it's spiritual, and it's gonna calm you down. You know, put a drop in your hand and say a prayer, however you pray. It just connects you to the divine. Valor I'm going to show you how to use these together, but this is a blend that was developed for courage, confidence, and self-esteem. This has a very high vibration, and this has a very grounding vibration. And I know I have showed you this before, and I know I bring up my son James in every video because he's always top of mind. But if you're my personal Facebook friend, it almost brings tears to my eyes. But my son, most of you know, he has autism. He's high functioning. He lives in a group home. He has not been able to come home for months now, and he just found out that the camp that he loves to go to every summer is canceled. So we were FaceTiming the other night, and I put this story again on my personal Facebook page, and I had to tell him I couldn't lead him on anymore. And I said, James, camp is canceled. And no exaggeration, he went like that, and he did it twice. So thank goodness he's high functioning enough. I said, James, get your frankincense and get your Valor. And we did what I'm going to show you right now. And then when we were done, I said, get your Vetiver. And he just breathed the Vetiver out of the bottle. It doesn't mean that he's happy about missing all these coming home and going to camp, but it settled him. And this is going to help settle you. I find this works great. And there's different variations, but you're going to focus. So you're going to do alternate nostril breathing. And basically you go like this. Breathe in Valor. And then breathe in frankincense. You can take your time with it a little bit. Switch hands. Breathe in frankincense. Breathe in Valor. And I would go a little slower. So it's Valor, frankincense, frankincense, Valor. Valor, frankincense, frankincense, Valor. And you breathe through one nostril. Some people do with one hand. Do it, you know, it doesn't have to be anything exact, but it's my emergency thing. It's my emergency thing from James. So let me look on my phone just to see if anybody had any questions. And okay. So I don't think there were any questions. So if anybody wants to know anything else, please put it in the comments. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you can ask me any questions in the comments. And there are some articles about stress and anxiety and using essential oils on my webpage, homehealthandspirit.com. And I really hope that this gives some of you some hope, gives you a tool to use, and gives you some comfort. Thank you very much for watching.